What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy K More the Maker. So yeah, so we're gonna flip this channel. You know, Control Alt Black. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I ain't really wanna go. You know, I'm driving home from the job, but like I was saying on the last post, if y'all catch the last post, was, you know, I think, you know, flipping this channel to doing different things that people don't really do and are really don't do, you know what I'm saying, that I know of. And so I know one person, which was an old teammate, that did metal detecting. Like I said, at the end of the day, you really don't see us doing metal detecting. Don't know if it's because of the heat or, you know, they really don't care. But, you know, I like history. Always been a history person, even though I'm in IT and theater and sound design and stuff like that. I always loved history. In high school, it was kind of cool. We had a coach. Damn, man, I'm losing it. Well, one of my coaches used to teach Civil War, and in this class it was kind of cool because you got to see both sides. I don't know if he was, before he retired, if he had to stop teaching it, because I did hear there were some issues or whatever. But you know, I'm from Kentucky, and Kentucky is part of the South. Louisville is it was called the gateway to the South, right? So we learned that stuff, but it's always interesting to me to learn history anyways, because we got to know where we came from, even though we're not from here. You know what I'm saying? I still want to, you know, I when I was a kid, I grew up watching, you know, every year around February. I don't even think it was really February. I think it was just every year they would play Alex Haley and with Roots. And I always love watching Roots because I wanted to go back in history to find my family members and figure out where they came from. I think the farthest I've gotten is 1817. That's on my grandmother's side. But once again, it's still one of those things. I still want to figure out where we actually, you know, came from. And if I have other relatives, which we do, you know, it'd be great to have a big database of who all your relatives are and where they're from and where they are located. And finding that, you know, some of my family I did find are scattered throughout Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, I think North Carolina. I found a few on my grandmother's side, which she didn't even know about. So it was kind of cool just seeing that and seeing that background of that, because it's just, once again, it's history, and you got to know your history and where you came from. So metal detecting, I like doing, you know, scavenger hunts and, you know, finding new things and relics and items like that. And hopefully, I know, I don't know if it's a rule or not. I want to. It's funny because Tampa's, you know, if you ever come to Tampa, it's vast. You get what you get in the neighborhood you're in. And one neighborhood I want to check out, my boy actually lives close by, but in that area used to be the Black Buffalo soldiers actually had a confrontation with the Seminole Indians, and it's an area. It's in the hood, and it is unique to me because it's like, damn, this is in the hood, and this is where actually the Buffalo soldiers fought. And it'd be cool just to go through there and actually do some relic searching or just seeing what's there other than the damn wine bottles and bottle caps and shit like that. So it'd be kind of cool to go through there and see that. Just watching some of the other YouTube videos and watching cats going through Virginia in the woods and stuff like that and finding Civil War pieces is kind of cool to me. And then my grandfather, my great-grandfather fought in World War II, and he was part of the Tuskegee Project and was one of the first black platoons or troops to actually go fight in the actual World War II. So when I was a kid, he would tell me stories. I can't remember them now, but he would tell me stories. He had some of his the stuff that he brought back. He had my uncle has it now. He kind of slid it and took it away from me, but it was a dagger that he took from a Nazi soldier general, I think. The type of knife that he has, and it's kind of cool because I remember him telling me stories about it. It's like, and I think I was maybe 5, 6 when he would tell us the stories and stuff like that. And I had this sword, which is at my parents' house, his actual sword that they had. And then, just knowing that history and them moving from Alabama to Fort Knox, because that's where he got stationed at the end, is just unique to me. But I think being a relic hunter, or just going to the beach and just seeing things that people don't see, and I know it's other people in this community that's already hit the beaches and already hit different areas, but they can't hit it every day. And if they do hit it every day, they're gonna find something different every time they go. It's not always gonna be the same. Somebody's gonna drop something, somebody's gonna leave something behind, or somebody's gonna want something back. I've seen cats find cell phones, rings, and different things like that. And it's like, man, that'd be cool just to get off work one day and just go to the beach. Like I said, I'm around beaches 24/7, from going to work and coming coming home. So actually, I just passed up maybe 5 beaches just going home now. So I didn't want to be long-winded. I just wanted to get on here, say what's going on, people. Still, I need you guys to tell me which. I already got my mind made up of what I'm gonna get, but I just want you people to tell me, the people who out there who are doing metal detecting, what are you using? Is it worth getting? I'm looking at the double score. I mean, not double score, the triple score is what I'm looking at. Is the triple score is worth it? I know some people, it's like, it's apples and Windows. Either you're gonna like a Mac, or you're gonna be an Apple, or you're gonna be a Windows guy. Are you gonna be a Sony guy, or are you gonna be a Nikon guy? Are you gonna be a Canon guy? Nikon, Sony. I know, I get it. There's different varieties for different people, and you just go with what you know. And I've been looking at the two, the triple score and the double score. Been doing a lot of research on both of them. And some days I go back and see other items that's like, oh, maybe I get this one compared to that one. It's been kind of one of those. Get the triple score, get the double score, get the legend, or get the bandit core. It's crazy because it's so many out there, but you're trying to find the reputable one that you can use. And me being around water, I want something that's around that I can use it while I'm, at the beach. If I drop it, if not, it's been kind of cool watching people like actually scuba dive and actually do snorkeling with the metal detector, because that didn't even cross my mind. It really didn't cross my mind to do that, but hey, all goes, This is, like I said, we doing something different. So if I can metal detect in the sky and jump out the sky and metal detect, we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You did. So, and we're gonna do some little funny skits here and there. And oh man, did I turn down the wrong one? Sure did. But gotta stop and get some gas. So let me get some gas, and I'm gonna tag you guys back here in a second. All right, I'm back. Let's see what these people about to Some people just don't have common sense, bro. They do everything with no common sense. It's hot as hell out here. Let me tell you, it's hot as hell. I'm back. All right. Yeah. How about let's do, like I said, man, I want to be like Indiana Jones, the black brother of Temple of Doom. Yeah, bro. That'd be tight. I heard they were talking about doing something like that, using Samuel L. Jackson. Imagine hearing that one. Seeing Samuel L. Jackson as damn Dr. What was his damn name? I don't know. It'd be funny as hell, right? It's him. You motherfucker! You stole my motherfucking 10-piece dime, bitch! Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? You stole my gold, motherfucker! Samuel L. Jackson and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, I'm trying to turn this air down some so it's not blasting in your eardrums. But yeah, man, that's what I'm planning to be, the Black Raider of the Arts. Is that how you say it? I don't know if that's how you say it. Me jump this light. Like, yeah. So, back to the program. Back on this road. Don't you do it. Like I said, some people don't have no common sense. None. Yeah, I hit all these beaches on the way home. I got Madeira Beach, Clearwater Beach. I got Fort DeSoto. Man, I can even head over to Sarasota too. Sarasota is kind of like 45 minutes from my house, but the beach on the way home might be close to about 20 minutes maybe on my way home when I go across the bridge. So, like I said, we got options, baby. Unlike fishing's cool. Don't get me wrong, I love to go fishing, but like right now it's so super hot. These fish are not trying to gobble on no type of worm, no funky worm. You know what I'm saying? You probably couldn't give them 2 cents right now, unless you go underneath bridges. You get some sheephead or something like that. But it's hot. It's hot, folks. At around about this time, you gotta go fishing like early day till about 11, and then come back out maybe around 7, 8. Maybe get some of those like sheephead, some reds, different things like that, where they want to eat and they see them little bugs and stuff flying up. Might get a little sting right here and now, just don't get hit. Don't get Steve Curran though. Don't get Steve Curran. Get hit that with that barb. But yeah, fishing's cool down here. I love it, but some days it's a wash. I mean, some days I get off of work, especially it's a Friday. Get off work on a Friday, go hit, get off around like 2:30, 3 o'clock, run over to the tackle house and actual go get some bait. If not, I'm using some fake lure and see what I can do. And 9 out of 10, I might catch one little baby fish, or I might not catch nothing at all, and I just spent an hour to an hour and a half fishing. But you got to jump spots, so if you're not getting that bite after 10-15 minutes, you gotta move. You gotta keep it moving, and then that's where it's good, where you can go underneath a bridge or somewhere where it's cool, the sun's not beaming on you, and not beaming on them fish, because they, like I said, at the end of the day, they're like, man, I ain't about to do that. Me and a buddy of mine, we went out a couple weeks ago and tried to go fishing at a park. Man, it was so hot. Them fish looked at me and looked at him and said, nah, bruh, we ain't, nah. I mean, literally looked at us. I'm like dropping the bait right in front of their face and popping it. I use a lot of poppers, so I was popping it. Nah, they wasn't biting at all. And the shrimp on top of that, I think I threw the shrimp in the water and they didn't bite. So that's how I knew, all right, bro, we gotta go. It's just too hot. They ain't trying to move. They're not trying to move. They just want to sit there and be like, nah, bro. So, yeah. And then I'm about to hit this big bridge, the Skyway Bridge now. In that area, I know it's got to be some stuff over there, because I don't see anybody, the ones who are in this area that do metal detector hit that area. And if they do, good for them. So I'm coming right for ya. Right for ya. And it's funny because I'm waiting for one of those Karens to be asking me 1,000 questions so I can look at her and be like, what are you doing? I am not doing nothing, ma'am. I'm minding my business. I'm gonna call the cops. Call them. And then I had to say, you check my authority, bitch. I had to do a Cartman on them. Check my authority. But so far, what I've seen, everybody's been kind of cool in this industry. It just be cool to finally really touch ground and actually understand and see it. But I gotta change my schedule around too. So, I'm back in the gym, trying to get some of this fat boy weight off of me. Right now, I did my, we had to do our work assessment and stuff like that. I think I'm at 230. And I need to get down on this camera. I'm looking like I'm about 250. No, bro, we about to hit that gym. So you might go on them trips with me to the gym as well. Or we might have to hit and then hit the beaches real quick. And then after the beach, of getting that walk in and different things like that, go hit that gym. Go to Anytime Fitness and be like, Rose, use that fat boy weight. It's all about the pineapples. It's about the pineapples. Oh, but yeah, dude, I forgot, man. So, I've been reaching out. I know the channel, like I said, I'm getting my numbers up. I gotta get my numbers up. I want to be like you guys and get my numbers up. But what's gonna be cool, I'm doing traffic. Cold Stone traffic. And the funny thing about Tampa traffic, if you've ever been in Tampa, or if you are in Tampa, what's funny, it's always traffic. But when you get to the other end, there's no accident. It's nothing. And then when you get there, it's some little old person driving. They're like this, all like looking like a turtle and shit. And you're like, really, bro? You don't need to be driving. You need to get Tesla. You need a Tesla driving car. You need to get your kids to drive you or something. but you're looking like a turtle and you're holding up traffic. Man, if I just would have pointed the camera to you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a turtle right next to me. And then I got another one picking her damn nose. Get your finger at me. I'm gonna have to beep the horn and say, get out that nose, girl. Get out that nose. I'm just digging for gold. Green gold. She all up in that nose. Oh, now I forgot what I was talking about, man. We talked about fishing. We talked about, checking out the different things. But yeah, you just gotta get the numbers up. But that's what I was talking about. The numbers. And De La Soul is on the roll. Okay, back to what I was saying. So the numbers. Yeah, we gotta get those numbers up. So I do have something special. I did reach out to a few vendors out there in the eco space, not just on the metal detecting, but some good vendors, man. And you're gonna have some few things I'm gonna show. Might show some barbecue. Got it, man. If you know me, you gotta have that big Carl Ray barbecue. You ain't had that big Carl Ray barbecue, then you don't know what you're missing. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool down here to kick it, but you gotta have that big Carl Ray, not that Alabama barbecue, unless you like the Alabama barbecue, which is cool. I gotta have that smoke. Gotta have that mesquite hickory smoke. So, so I hit up a couple vendors. So I got a couple reviews I need to do this weekend, and hopefully we'll be able to have it out and about, and we can, add it to the actual showcase of this YouTube channel. Because like I said, you're gonna see some different stuff that I do, because the creative mind that I have has always been, bro, throw everything in, but the algorithm's gonna mess you up. Well, let's try to figure out a way to tie it in and get it pumping. Just like I said, the 3D, I do a lot of 3D design, and it's kind of cool if I can, some of the products, hopefully we'll showcase and try to sell. So the fishing, before I kind of switched everything and went from fishing to IT to fishing, outdoors, blase blah, this and that, control, all black. I build websites and stuff like that, but you already know that. So sitting around, you think of ideas of different things to do and think of, and then it comes to your mind. And I started a fishing tackle pole design, or pole, like actual fishing poles. I went to during the pandemic. You get bored. I was lucky enough to have a good job where I was able to work from home. If I needed to travel to California or wherever I needed to go, just jump on the plane and go. There wasn't no holds bar and get permission. It was because I was stationed here in Tampa, and the job was out in California. So, cool little thing. So you had to keep yourself busy, because most of the time when I did have to work, it would be more during the day, because I'm working other time zones that I was working. And I started picking up. I said, man, I want to learn how to. I've seen it, and I saw it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna learn how to build fishing poles, or build fishing rods, fishing poles, fishing rods, whatever you want to call it. And got into that hobby. Now, it's kind of pricey. That hobby is really pricey, because you're looking at the materials you need, You know, if you build in something for a person, a good fishing rod, depending if it's a spinning rod or if it's surf rod, it depends on what type of rod there's so many rods you can build. But being down here in the Florida area, you know, you building some type of salt type of rod. I stopped doing pond fishing when I met my two buddies that one of my other friends introduced me to, and that's blackfin the fishing. That's Jerry and JT JD. Start hanging with them, and we start, you know, more. I was doing their film guy as well, and building their website. But then we would go, you know, fishing, kayak fishing. That just opened me up to a whole nother realm of difference. You know what I'm saying? Especially kayak fishing, because that was my first time actually kayak fishing. And what was cool about the kayak fishing, I get out there, and the first thing I see, I look down, and when you come here to Florida, I don't say Florida because you can be up in Tallahassee and that water is not clear like, you know, this area. You know, from here all the way down to down south to Fort Myers, all that area. The water is so clear, man. You can see the bottom, and it's cool when you're sitting there and you can't really tell the depth, but you can't tell if the water is like, is this 5 feet deep, or is this 15 feet deep, or is it just deep as hell, and I'm just, you know, it's an illusion. But anyways, I'm looking down, and it's a freaking baby bullhead shark, bonnethead, or whatever you want to call it, bonnethead shark, swimming along with me as I'm kayaking. It was cool as hell, but in the same aspect, like, man, get this damn thing away from me before mama bear come and try to chew my little butt up. I'm up in this salt water. You know, black people don't taste good in salt water. Maybe in some beer, but not in no salt water, okay? So Jeffrey Dahmer was all wrong about that one, all right? We don't taste good in salt water. But anyways, but it was kind of cool just doing that, and I stuck with it and did the kayak fishing thing. So I started fishing. I started doing the rod building, and it's kind of one of those things that was relaxing as well, but it gets to be tedious, especially when you get somebody who wants a rod that's built like a damn tank, and they want everything on it. Like, bro, I'm not really getting paid that much. I mean, yeah, you can go get some fishing rods. You come around here, you're gonna find some fishing rods that are in a good, you know, starting point at $250, and that's not even with the actual reel on it, or the spinning reel on it, you know. And it's kind of crazy. You see rods at $600-700. I'm like, fool, I'm not paying that. I'm just not. No way. Just not gonna do it. Not today. Maybe $250 with everything loaded on it. Maybe $300 with everything loaded on it. But $600. Nah, not this guy. That's when I started saying, all right, I'll build my own. And I know it's like computers. I built my own computer because I know whatever goes wrong, I know how to fix it. Even if it's not my computer, I know how to fix it. All right. So, but with a fishing rod, nah, I'm not doing it. Now for a reel, I'm still up in the air on that. If that really, you know, buying a $600 or $250 reel to a $300 to $150 to, depending on the size too, because you know you got 1200, 3000 series to 4000 series, 5000 series. Now when you go to 5000 or higher, you know you're dealing with the big boys to do the actual sitting in the chair and you pulling some shanks up there, right? But yeah, I just can't. I can't do it. So I started doing the fishing rod thing and started building it. And that was during the COVID. but it's still pricey because now I think I got 4 rods at home that I need to build, and I caught a sale because I get my stuff from Mudhole. So caught a sale, plus I get discount from Mudhole. So like I said, we probably throw them up on there too, because they're one of the vendors I deal with, and the people over there are real cool. They know me. My teacher that I had that taught me, she loved me and everything. Anytime I had any questions or anything like that, she was like, just reach out to me. And most of the trainers there are real cool. They either retired and trying to find something to do, but love those guys and the things that they do over there, and I appreciate them. But the rides, they're not cheap. You know what I'm saying? One ride, one blank, a good blank can run you around $100 a blank. So you do the math, you do the homework, you do the deal. That's just the ride, the blank itself. So you're not going to see me spending a bunch of crazy money on buying a bunch of blank rods and letting them sit in the house waiting for somebody to purchase them, which we can do that if I want to. So I end up making a website called AYE Fishing and Outdoors. I actually have a outdoor ones too. I just purchased that a couple months ago because I didn't want to keep myself in a box of just fishing. I wanted to do outdoors stuff too. I don't. So back home, back in Kentucky, in Louisville, we would go out to my cousin's farm and lake, and we'd camp out at the lake. Before my dad passed away, we would all go out there, get some beer, have the fishing poles, and man, I think one time my son and his friend caught 30, 40 bluegills. I mean, they were just pulling out the lake, and my dad was just sitting there. I mean, he was so full anyways. He was having fun with the family, and he just throwing, cutting the bluegills up and seasoning them and throwing them on the grill. He was having a good old time. But that's the stuff that I missed and I love to do. But man, down here, man, it's too hot to be sitting outside in a tent trying to understand what's going on with the world. No. We're going to do it in this car. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the Tesla and turn that TV on, watch some Netflix in the Tesla and chill. That's exactly what we're going to do. So I know I'm rambling and I'm going and going and going. So I hope you guys can follow this journey. Hopefully we'll figure it out. But like I said, at the bottom, in that chat, and that, tell me what you're working with on that metal detector. Tell me if I'm thinking the triple score is a good buy, if it's not a good buy. Well, ChatGPT told me it was anyway, so I don't know what y'all, I'm on that ChatGPT and Claude and all, I'm an IT guy. Got to use the tools that the IT gods give you. Yeah, bro. Got to. You know what I'm saying? I use ChatGPT on a daily. That's my tool. That's that one tool that's in my backpack that I always have. It's on my phone. So if you see me out and about, I'll pull up ChatGPT. My assistant is the best, So, once again, I'm K Moore the Maker, hip hop fisherman, Carl Moore, K Moore. You know who I am. But yeah, throw me some love in that chat, man. Tell me what you working with. I'm supposed to be coaching also. I don't know if that's going to happen this year. I don't think that's going to happen this year. It's too hot. I don't feel like dealing with a bunch of little brats, man, out on the football field. But, showing them skills, showing them hands, they ain't getting off that line, showing them hands where it's whoop. You See that camera jerk, baby? That's some hands when you sitting across that line of a DB, bro. You're going to get them hands. You're going to get stuck. But yeah, put in the comments, hit me up. Tell me, what metal detector you guys are using. If I'm on the right path, or should I look at a different one? But like I said, I already made my mind up. ChatGPT told me what to do. So, till next time, it's K Moore the Maker. Hip Hop Fisherman K. I'm out. Peace.